Attend a sharp rally for another video on immigration, and today we're going to talk a little bit about U visa. First, what is a U visa, and also how it relates to people who are either students, undocumented, or people who are on H4 visas. The U visa is a very good visa if you basically qualify for it. The U visa is given to people who are victims of certain crimes, and it's not all the crimes, who have suffered substantial physical or mental abuse as a result of the criminal activity, and also who possesses credible and reliable information concerning the criminal activity and has been helpful to the law enforcement. And basically, bottom line here, what they are looking for is someone who has been victim of certain crimes, and I'm going to list some of those crimes here in a minute. But and also people who have actually suffered. For example, someone who was victim of an assault with a deadly weapon, and they have definitely, most of those people will suffer and have suffered some physical and even a mental abuse because they have a gun pointed at them or some other weapon, and they have good information on this, what has happened. Basically, they are the witness, and they actually help the law enforcement. Those people can get a U visa. The good thing about the U visa is it allows you to basically get, if you qualify for it, and it's a two parts process. First, you have to get it certified by the law enforcement, and two, file it with the USCIS. Once it's filed, right now it's taking around 1.5 years to 2 years to get it because there is a quota of 10,000 and the quota has been reached already. And if you basically you qualify for the U visa, you ultimately will get a work permit, and after 3 years of that work permit you can file for a green card. And the good thing with the U visa, you can also have entered United States unlawful, basically EWI, what we used to call EWI, without inspection, and you can just file for a waiver for that. You can be a student, you can be an H4 visa holder. Recently, we had many cases, unfortunately, of domestic violence for H4 visa holders who ultimately been abused by their spouses, and that applies to men and women. And because of that, they were able to get what we call a U visa. And if they are an H4 and the H4 is valid, you don't even need a waiver. So I'll give few examples. We have obtained a new visas recently. One of them was recently was someone who was abused at work. Now, by the way, Department of Labor is also signing on those U visas, so you should look into that. We just got one approved actually, and we got another one approved where the person was attacked because of his or her belief, and basically a hate crime. And also, like I said, there are many other kind of criminal activities where that this person, if you are a victim of that, you may be eligible for a U visa. Um, we had situations, for example, where people come and see me, they don't even know about the U visa, and they are fearful because they were a witness or basically a victim of a crime, and the police came and they are worried about being deported. But the truth is that because of exactly that crime, these people were able to get a U visa, and ultimately now we're going to file for their green card. And here, if you look at it here on this website, H42AD, where I wrote an article about the H4 and the U visa, you will see the list of all the crimes that pretty much now they have kind of extended it when it comes also to, they have not really extended it, but they have kind of used the same categories for Department of Labor to kind of be giving a chance to those people who are victims of their employers. Unfortunately, many employers are abusive. They kind of do things which are not right, and ultimately you can get a EU visa because it can be certified by the Department of Labor. By the way, most of the time the U visas are certified by the police, FBI, or law enforcement, or the DA. But in this case now, Department of Labor. So for those people who are being abused under H1B, for example, or I had clients who came to me as working on as farmers where they are being abused by their employers. If they put a complaint, they might be eligible for what we call the U visa certification. And few of the examples are here. As you can see, sexual assault, domestic violence, rape, trafficking, kidnapping, torture, female genital mutilation, prostitution, incest, abusive sexual contact, sexual exploitation, hostage situation, peonage, extortion. That's what they have been kind of using a lot recently for the Department of Labor, slave trade, false imprisonment, involuntary servitude, perjury or attempt, conspiracy, abduction, blackmail. Blackmail is a big one. Manslaughter, murder, felonious assault, witness tampering, obstruction of justice, unlawful criminal restraint, or solicitation to commit any of the above mentioned crimes. Solicitation means basically if you're calling on someone to do any of those crimes that we have listed there, you might be eligible for U visa. As I mentioned, the U visa is very powerful, and we are very proud of the team who pretty much have gotten all our U visas approved. We had situations back where even we were having issues and even cases that happened a long time ago, we have been able to use that to get people a U visa certification and ultimately a U visa. And many times people don't know. A lot of people come to the United States unlawfully, basically by crossing the border, and even they're married to a U.S. citizen, they don't get their green card. But under the U visa with a waiver, you can get it, as well as VAWA, of course. But I'm not talking about VAWA here. I'm talking about only the U visa. So if you need help with the U visa, please give us a call at 510-742-5887. By the way, we have a very nice article on H42EAD, www.h42EAD, on the H4 visa and the U visa. Please read it. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this YouTube, and feel free to post your comments or even your questions at the bottom of this YouTube. It helps us kind of get ideas which topics you want to talk about, you want us to talk about, and I will be glad to answer. This is Atanisha Perales signing off, and anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any question. Thank you very much. Until the next video, I say goodbye.